This is Roger with igadgetgeek, and I have another first impressions video for you guys today. It is, of course, of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S4. Now, this is the AT&T version that sells for $199 with a 2-year contract, and it is available in black or white. Now, as you can see, here's the packaging. Pretty unique packaging. Looks like it's made from recycled material. Has kind of that wood grain pattern on it. Samsung Galaxy S4. So let's go ahead and dive right on in here and see what all it does come with. Of course, you get a quick start guide. The phone itself, we'll set that to the side. We'll come right back to it. And then right down in here, you have some more documentation. You have your sync and charge cable, your wall plug to USB, and a nice set of headphones. And here is that battery everyone's been looking. Let's see, see what size it is. I believe it is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. Yes, it's a 2600 milliamp hour battery. So it will power this 5-inch screen for quite a while. There again, it is a 1.9 quad-core processor with 2 gigs of RAM. And as I mentioned, it has a 5-inch screen. I believe the technical dimensions are 4.99 inches, and it is 1080 pixel display. So that's going to give you a huge amount of pixels per square inch. So let's go ahead and get this protective film off here and take a look. As you can see, texting and driving, it can wait with AT&T's new logo there. But let's go ahead and pull off this protective film, and we'll get this front piece off as well. Set all that to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and pull off the battery door and take a look right here in the back. You have your place for your micro SD card. Now keep in mind this does have 16 gigs internally, but you can expand that up to, I believe, a 64 gig card. So let's go ahead and get this battery in, and we'll just do a quick startup and a quick look around. Now, I will have a full review on this phone here in the coming weeks. I'm probably going to carry this actually as my phone for a week or two, and then I will, of course, bring you guys a full review. Let's go ahead and get some of the stickers off of the side here. Make sure we're good to go. Now we've got that battery in. Snap that battery cover back on, and go ahead and power this up. Now while that's turning on, we're going to go ahead and take a look around. Now here on the very back, you have that new 13 megapixel camera, flash, the new AT&T logo, the little globe. Down here at the bottom, a nice Galaxy S4 logo, your main speaker. On the very bottom, you have your main microphone and your USB sync and charge port. Now on the very top is where it gets interesting. You have your headphone jack, secondary mic, and this little circle right here, this dark spot, is the actual IR blaster. Now what that allows you to do is you can actually control your electronics that use infrared remotes. Now on this left hand side you have your power on and off button. I'm sorry, on the right hand side. On the left hand side you have your volume up and down. Now of course in the very front you have your main home button, your menu, and back. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pause this video and skip through the startup stages, and we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the software. Alright, I went ahead and stuck my SIM card into the AT&T Galaxy S4, and I went ahead and went through these setup steps, and this is the first screen brought to you. So what I want to do is just kind of show you guys the first couple little things about this phone. Now, like I said, I will have the full review coming in a few short weeks. So you can see here's the lock screen. We still get, instead of the ripple effect, you have some differences. And if you look, you can actually see I'm interacting with the screen before I actually touch it. So it does have that hover view, similar to what we've seen on the Note 2 with your stylus. So let's go ahead and unlock this. As you can see, now this looks familiar. If you've used an S3 or a Note 2, you're going to notice some similarities here on this launch screen. One of the big things that they've done that I really like is up here on the status bar, it's completely clear. So no longer do you have that big black bar at the top of your phone. It's been made transparent so where it seems like your display kind of expands to the whole phone. Now speaking of display, this is a 5-inch at 1080p to just give you guys kind of an idea of the size of this phone. Now right next to it here is my Note 2, and it is a 5.5-inch screen. So you can see the S3, while it is quite a bit smaller, It is really not that much smaller than a Note 2. Just wanted to show you that to kind of keep that in mind. Now I've been carrying the Note 2 for a couple of months and have really enjoyed that extra screen real estate. But this, you really do get a lot of screen for the size of the phone. As you can see here, the edge trim bezel is very small. Now this is, of course, running the latest version of Android. It runs Jelly Bean. So you see you have your pull down window, your quick shortcut guides. And if we come right over here, we have all of those control panels that we come to see from Jelly Bean. Now you can actually go in here and edit that as well, but I will get into that more in the second video. Now what we want to do is go right in here to settings. We want to come all the way down to more, about device, and we'll go to no, not status. I want to go right here, Android version 4.2.2. So it is, of course, running one of the latest versions of Android. And you do get that TouchWiz experience we've come to see from Samsung, and a very, very snappy interface with that 1.9 quad-core processor and 2 gigs of RAM. Now, as you can see, here's the dialer. They've changed the look of it up a little bit, but you still get your keypad, your logs, your favorites, your contacts, stuff we've come to see and expect. Now, like I mentioned, this was just my first initial impressions. Now, here in a couple of weeks, I will, of course, have a full review up on my website on the Galaxy S3, as well as a lot of accessories. For the next few weeks or several months, I will have tons of accessories from companies like UAG, OtterBox, DBA cases, and all types of different accessories coming for this phone, so stay tuned for that. Now, this has been Roger with iGadgetGeek.